Orders ready, number 26.
I'm Christal Trivett-Presley, and I'm co-owner of Abingdon Donkey Lodge. So Abingdon Donkey Lodge we have 2 Airbnbs here, one in the house, and then we have a bus on the property as well. It's also a donkey sanctuary. This bus definitely has a history. It's a 1957 Greyhound bus, 35 feet long, and it used to be an inner city bus in San Francisco. So it served San Francisco. It was a connector between all of San Francisco and the Central Valley and California. So it was a Greyhound bus for many years, through the 60s, through the 70s. It was bought by one of the drivers in the 80s, converted to a motorhome, and then wasn't used very much, sat in a barn for about 20 years. And then it was bought by the people that we bought the bus from, and they actually lived in it for 8 years. To be honest, I was a little scared of it at first. It's a manual transmission. I can't drive a manual. Also, it's huge, 35 feet long. And we ended up getting it because we fell in love with it, and we especially love stories, and we fell in love with the story behind it. We never, ever sat down and said, let's start a donkey sanctuary. It happened because we were looking for a couple of donkeys to mow our lawn. A couple of livestock to mow our lawn, really. We fell in love with a neighbor's donkey, and I guess the rest is history. We took a donkey on very early on, about 5 years ago, before we even lived here, when we were living in another part of Virginia that was abused. And we took her on as a temporary kind of thing. And it ended up being permanent, and it turns out we had more skills than we thought we had. So we started taking other neglected, abused, rescue donkeys. And so now we have 8. After we got our first 3 donkeys, we quickly realized that donkeys are not horses, and they're very misunderstood, not only in the equine community, but just with the public as well. So one of the things we do here when people come here is we give them a donkey tour. That, yes, is a glorified petting zoo, but that's more, where they can learn the differences between donkeys and horses because they are entirely different species, where they can learn proper donkey care, a little bit of donkey training, and just more about donkey behavior. Donkeys have notoriously this bad reputation in the equine community, which is where the whole concept of ass came from. People can find more about us by Googling Abingdon Donkey Lodge or visiting us at www.donkeylodge.com.